Hello, everyone, and welcome to FashionSphere 2020. My name is Emily Block, and I will be your host for today's showcase. This show was a co-production between multiple departments at CCSF, including the Broadcast Electronic Media Arts program, the Visual Media and Design program, and of course, the Fashion department. I'd also like to give a huge set of thanks to everyone who is here today. We are broadcasting live from San Francisco, but like the rest of the CCSF family, we know that you are all over the place. Please comment in the chat where you are viewing us from. I can see you right here, this eye line. That's all of you. Thank you, Lindsay. Yay, me! But in all seriousness, whether you're a student, faculty member, a friend, someone who just stumbled into this fashion showcase on Twitch, I want to emphasize that it was no small feat putting this show together amid all of this craziness. We hope that you are safe and sound in San Bruno, in Martinez, in Minnesota. It's 2 p.m. Welcome from Minnesota. Oh my gosh. And of course, San Francisco, Santa Rosa. I grew up near there. Pretty cool. Oh, I hope that everyone is getting audio. DC. Oh my gosh. That's really cool. Davis, California. Very nice. Another SF. Awesome. Antioch. Cazdrino. Am I saying that right? Cazdrino. Oh, hi, Maria. SF Bay Area, heck yes. Welcome all of you. This is so cool. Florida, oh my gosh, I'm getting completely wrapped up in seeing where all of you are watching this from. It's so much fun. Oh, Alicia's mom is in Minnesota. Hi, Alicia's mom. Claremont. To start us off in this actual show, as much as I'm enjoying just reading off where you're all from, I would like to pass the mic to the chair of the fashion department, Natalie Smith.
Hello, everyone. I'm Natalie Smith, chair of the fashion department at City College of San Francisco. I'm here with my student producers from the fashion show production class to welcome you to FashionSphere 2020. What began 17 weeks ago as planning for the much anticipated 19th annual spring fashion event has turned into the virtual fashion showcase that you are about to see. Along with the rest of the world, we too had to pivot in a new direction. We joined forces with the Broadcast Electronic Media Arts Department and their students to create a spectacular one-hour broadcast, highlighting the talents and skills of 7 senior fashion designers, of which 5 are competing for 3 coveted scholarships from Academy of Art University. Proudly, I'd like to emphasize that this showcase was produced entirely by our CCSF students. So, I say we get this party started. What do you say, producers?
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Well, you heard them. So sit back, relax, and enjoy FashionSphere 2020. Take it away, Emily.
All right, thank you so much, Natalie. Next, I want to highlight some of what you're about to see on the screen. For over 13 years, students from the Visual Media Design Department have been designing the show's looks, poster, and booklets, and other collateral under the guidance of faculty and staff in the Visual Media Department. We wanted to take a moment to highlight some of that work. On the screen, you can see some of the posters and designs from previous years, and this year's design came to us from VMD student Andrea Robel. Speaking on her design, she said, "When the fashion department shared their showcase concept with me, I was especially inspired by their sustainable, immersive, and dynamic approach to the event. The design is meant to capture the ever-evolving atmosphere of the fashion industry, as well as how it relates to the natural world. By utilizing layers, texture, and refraction, my solution sets the scene for an innovative and intriguing experience." Once again, just inviting you to take in the design on the screen. I think it's safe to say that Andrea knocked this one out of the park, or even off the globe. Sphere. and her work embodies the idea of FashionSphere. Now, normally in previous years, this show would have happened at a live event with a real runway and all of that jazz. But due to the current pandemic, those plans had to be redrawn. But we're here now, we are virtual, and this is pretty freaking cool, if you ask me. And we're going to celebrate. Pandemic be damned. Now, let's move on to our main show. What you are about to take in are the Senior Fashion Showcase, where our 7 senior fashion designers students will showcase their completed collections. These students poured their hearts and souls into sewing and stitching these outfits that you're about to see. Each one was paired with one of our fabulous BIMA students to create the spotlight videos that you're about to see. But wait, that's not all. You might have been thinking, oh, cool, I'm going to see some outfits. But that's not all, because at the end of today's show, we are going to be announcing scholarship awards. For 4 lucky and extremely deserving students, they will be receiving a 2-year scholarship to San Francisco's Academy of Art University, where they can continue their fashion studies. We'll be announcing these at the end of the show, so please stay tuned. And that's not all. We're also collecting donations. In previous years, this would have been a ticketed entry event to recoup some of the costs of putting on a live event, as well as providing for future endeavors. But this year, we partnered with the Foundation of City College of San Francisco to create a space where, if you can donate. This is an awesome organization. It is a 501c3 nonprofit, and they do a lot of direct work helping students and the CCSF community as a whole. Those in the chat who have been watching us have probably already seen this link, but if you haven't, it's in the video description below. And if you donate, let us know in the chat so that I can chat you out. Has anyone donated yet? I definitely see the link in there if that's what you're looking for. But again, thank you so much if you are able. And of course, you can follow the CCSF Fashion Design Department, VMD, and BIMA on all of the social medias. Those are also in the link below the video. And also make sure that you hit that little follow button right here, not subscribe, follow, and you will be up to date on all future broadcasts happening on this Twitch channel. Sean Harp, I am also extremely excited to see these talented designers. I've seen these videos, secrets behind the scenes, but I'm really excited to see them again with all of you watching. So keep commenting, keep watching, keep supporting, and follow us on social media. All right, then, with all of that out of the way, it's time for our first designer of the show, Paige McGonagall, and her collection titled Arizona Dandy.
My name is Paige McGonagall, and I am one of the senior designers at City College of San Francisco. I got started sewing about 6 or 7 years ago because of my interest in cosplay. At that time, the pre-made costumes or the manufactured costumes really just weren't as detailed or constructed as well as I had hoped they would be. So I decided, I think I can make something better. So I taught myself how to sew. For a very long time, my education was just all self-taught until I decided that it might be kind of nice to go to a school and try to learn, I guess, more of the official techniques or try to learn the things that I had missed in just teaching myself. So that was back in 2015 or 16. And now I'm here, 2020, and I'm pretty excited to say that I will be graduating in May, at the end of May or early June, with a degree from this college and other ones as well in fashion design and theater costume. My interest is mostly in technical design work. I'm really excited to enter the fashion industry and kind of get going. I feel like I've been in school for a very long time, so I'm excited to just kind of jump right in. The inspiration for this collection really came from Regency era menswear clothing. I really like looking to fashion over the decades or vintage styles to inspire my designs currently. It also inspires the clothes that I like to wear on a day-to-day basis. And so when I finally found my inspiration of this menswear outfit, I thought, well, what color palettes are gonna look good with this silhouette? I generally gravitate towards earth tones, so I started thinking about, what kind of earth toned color combinations look good together. The original picture that I found showed plaid in the menswear design, and I thought, that's kind of interesting. So I started looking for fabrics, like plaid fabrics, to see, can I find something that really inspires me? Then I found this particular plaid, and I sort of went back and forth on it for a little bit, thinking, is this ugly, or is this cool, or is this ugly, or is this cool? I finally landed on it being cool, decided I liked it, and it really reminded me of a desert sunset. So all of those things kind of combined gave me the name Arizona Dandy for the collection. Mostly, it's exactly what it sounds like, inspired by Regency era menswear and the colors of an Arizona desert. And so I'm really excited to share my collection with everybody, as is, I'm sure, all of the other designers. I'm mostly excited because since most of my background is in sewing and less designing, when I really got into this field, I was making costumes that were already created. I was just replicating costumes that I had seen from comic books or anime, things like that. Designing has never really been super easy for me or comes really naturally. I just decided to try to participate in the senior collection because I kind of wanted to prove to myself that not only can I sew an entire collection well, but I can actually design 5 plus pieces from nothingness, basically, starting from zero to having a fully realized concept.
Now, I might be a California girl, but I would not mind being called an Arizona dandy to get any of those clothes, especially that jacket dress, the red one with the. Okay, I might be contacting you later about that dress. Oh my God. Up next, in my personal home shopping network, apparently, we have Enrique Chavez with his collection titled Truly Classic. Let's check that out.
Hi, my name is Enrique Chavez. I'm a fashion design student at City College of San Francisco. I was born in Guatemala and graduated there as an auto mechanic. My main goal is to become a recognizable fashion designer. When I start a collection, I always look around and take pictures of interesting things. And also I go to fabric store and touch the fabric and see what they have, and ideas start coming in my head. After sketching many figures, I pick the ones that I think my client would like, taking into consideration color, texture, scale, and I start making the garments. My inspiration from this collection comes from the Golden Gate Bridge. Golden Bridge is an iconic bridge, and it's been standing for 87 years. And it will continue standing for many decades to come. One of my friends introduced me to salsa dancing, and I became passionate about it. And at that time, I was buying new garments all the time, and I had to pay for alteration. I knew the basic of sewing, and I became a little bit uncomfortable paying all the time to have the alteration. All I needed was a sewing machine. The garment that I design can be wear every season, and the design will last for many years. I don't design just for one season, and this is good for my customers' pocket and our environment. That's why I call this collection truly classic.
You know, they say that you should make up your wardrobe of a number of basic classic items that will never go out of style. So, Enrique, if you could just make my whole wardrobe, that would be cool. That would be cool. Yeah. Coming up next, we have Sophia Marie Polos and her collection titled Martyrdom.
My collection, titled Martyrdom, will pay respect to all those who died for what they believed in. This has happened to so many people in history, such as witches, peacekeepers, natives, and activists. I'm inspired by their dedication, their pain, their love, and their suffering. Friends, I want you to know that it is not my mission to produce conscious clothing, but it's so much more, and that I am committed to. My name is Sophia Marie. I am a sustainable fashion designer, and this is my world. Undyed natural fibers. I mainly used a hemp silk blend to create all my colorful looks. While colorful, let's rephrase. The color story is dark mixed with light, muted blues, greens, and purples. I got these colors by dyeing from the resources that come from the earth, such as hibiscus, madder root, cochineal, and indigo. I dyed and undyed. Dyed and let sit for a week till it got moldy, or better yet, looked like it was rotting, decomposing. My collection is neither spring, summer, or fall, winter. These looks are designed for all weather, and I see them in urban area locations such as SF, Tokyo, Melbourne, and London. In my collection, I used dead stock material and also upcycled some items. I mainly work with natural fibers such as wool, silk, and hemp. One evening, I was watching a documentary on Netflix called True Cost. It is a documentary that explains the truth about the impact the fashion industry is having on our world. Facts like the fashion industry is the second biggest polluter right behind oil, or that fast fashion kills lives, and only 10% of the clothes people donate to charity or thrift stores get sold. What happens to the rest? Thank you for your curiosity that led you here.
The environmental impacts of the fashion industry are a super important issue that's going to change everything from production to design. And Sophia is at the forefront of this and is thankfully not the only person concerned. I think my favorite part of this entire process, especially of being on Twitch now, is that we get to see how the designers are making their clothing. We get to see their process. And I just think that's so fascinating, especially with such an intricate and in-depth artist as Sophia. Up next, we have Bibi Yazd and her collection, The Orient.
My name is Bibi Yazd, and I'm a senior designer at the Fashion Show Showcase. I want to create a collection, and I want to create a company, and I want to create clothes that piss off some people and, make other people feel amazing and good and ready. I've drawn a zillion sketches. I have completely obsessed over the fabric. I've spent all of my money. I've given everything. I've given blood, sweat, tears, and I've never felt better. It's staying up all night when the world is quiet and putting on some nice music and just working one-on-one with my materials. The thing that I've learned most from my college is that you have to listen to your fabric. It just feels like such an intimate process to me. Like, there's no shortcuts. You can't skip any steps because this is like a piece of fabric especially, but as well as the pattern pieces, the geometry, the basic blueprinting of a whole design. It's all a very delicate process. You need to treat whatever you work with as your baby. My collection is called The Orient, based off of the history of Middle Eastern society in its aspect of existence within the Western world. The colliding aspects of women who've gone to war in the Iraq War, the past history of women within the Middle East and their clothing and their interpretation on fashion, as well as the more central aspects of Middle Eastern society. The glorious, monumental, mathematically perfect architecture of the mosques. the geometry and the colors, the silhouettes. So yes, that's my collection, the Orient. It is essentially my first step into the thesis of my design work.
East meets West, but for those dresses, you gotta say yes. I would even say yes to those watercolors. Oh my gosh. BB, heart-stoppingly gorgeous. Up next, as I gain composure from the gloriousness that I have been seeing, up next, we have Laura Lampert and her collection, Ancient Aliens. Let's find out more.
So my design aesthetic is kind of like if Cher went to a music festival or a Grateful Dead show, what would she be wearing? My name is Laura Lambert. I'm one of the senior fashion designers working towards an associate's degree in design at City College in San Francisco. My designs are mostly festival fashions. I'm really inspired by the modern music festival scene that I've found such a home from. Usually my fashion comes out the looks come out different than the original illustrations because once I start working, it's a creative process. And things evolve and things change. The fabric speaks to me and I get new ideas and have breakthroughs and innovative experiences. My background is pretty alternative, maybe considered a little unconventional. I used to follow the remaining members of the Grateful Dead around the country on tour, selling my tie-dye t-shirts and upcycled fashions in the parking lot. I'm also super inspired by the 1960s and 70s psychedelic movement. I love the colors, the prints, the textures, the music, and it's something that I bring strong into my design voice. My design philosophy is all about helping women to express their inner being. When you look inside, what is the mythical being that you see, and how can we help express that through dress? My inspiration for this collection is Ancient Aliens. I really love the juxtaposition between old and new. Ancient Egypt is one of my biggest inspirations. I find the jewelry and the fashion just so fascinating, and I'm really into the 1920s Egyptian revival, and the whole flapper scene, Art Deco. So I brought all those influences together and decided to bring a modern twist on it by bringing in the alien aspect. I used mostly silks, because silk is my favorite fabric, it's so fabulous, and hemp blends. My colors were inspired by the supernova images from the Hubble Space Telescope. So I used classical silhouettes and draping techniques paired with vibrant purples and lilacs and greens to bring it to a modern spacey edge. My girl is a raver on another planet. She just packed her bags for a music festival on Venus. She's a time-traveling, multi-dimensional, mythical being, so she doesn't care what people think of her, and she loves to express her magical and mystical side through the way that she dresses. Festival fashion is a really big trend that's happening, and I'm really excited to put my mark and my vision on what that can mean.
Now that's the kind of talent that cannot be blamed on extraterrestrial forces. Just saying. And also, Laura, if you have an extra ticket to the music festival on Venus and extra outfits, because I want to wear them. Okay. We have another video coming up, but first, I would love to thank everyone who has donated so far to the foundation of City College of San Francisco. Again, you can find that link below. I would love to thank Dana J. and Misha. Your donations are so appreciated. Again, this is for the foundation of City College of San Francisco, and they do direct work with students in need, not just getting them to awesome music festivals in space. Any donations that you donate during this stream is going to go to the fashion department for their amazing work and to help with their future endeavors. It's going to be so cool. If this is what's coming out of them right now, can you imagine? Can you imagine without a pandemic? Can you imagine with more technology? With more funds for their incredible art? Too incredible. Coming up, we have Cynthia Fernandez and her collection titled The Sunsets West.
Hi, my name is Cynthia Fernandez, and I'm a senior fashion design student at City College of San Francisco. So I moved to San Francisco from San Diego when I was 18. San Francisco is always a beautiful city to me. I completed what's considered a college general education at CCSF and was accepted into UCLA. So I ended up in LA for 2 years afterward. After I graduated, I moved back to San Francisco. I started this program about 2 years ago. My original intention was to just gain more knowledge on clothing design and then start an online business just selling one-off pieces I had produced. But the more I got into the program, the more I realized there's a craftsmanship to the trade that should be respected and sought after in the timeless fashion of education, apprentice, and profession. So that's where I'm at right now, and I would like to continue my education in clothing design and hopefully work for a designer for a few years after that and then start a brand. My work obviously starts with a vision. I then make a sketch, and when I feel like it's gotten the point across, I move on to the pattern draft. Since I don't have a set of slopers, I then find a pattern that somewhat resembles what I'm going for and trace it. After it's traced, I make the pattern adjustment of what I imagine the piece to look like. After that, I make a mock-up in muslin. It definitely never comes out the way I imagined it, so from there I make the necessary adjustments. I'll make another muslin to make sure it's just right. But usually I just make the live version with adjustments and hope it comes out right. My collection inspiration started last spring in Annette Julie's Pattern 2 class. First day of class, she told us we had to design, I think it was a 15-piece collection, and execute 4 of these pieces within the semester. I think in my mind, this collection started out with a mermaid. I had a vision of a mermaid in a sparkly sequin stretch skirt, and for some reason, she was on Venice Beach. I was planning on making various versions of stretchy, pastel-y, sequency pieces, but the thought of Venice Beach led me down a line of the rich history there. From people on skates with short shorts to fit people shirtless shirtless and military surplus jackets. This is where my collection took on its life, this rich history of Venice in the 70s. This then led me down the line to the go-go scene of the 60s, Sunset Boulevard and the Whiskey A Go-Go. The styles of these times really stood out to me as a period statement, and I realized there was something really cool there. And if I could recreate this in a contemporary way as a born and raised Californian, having lived in San Diego, San Francisco, and LA, then I could pay homage to my roots in the only place I've ever really known. I hope this executes well and that all my future work will be able to show this.
At the risk of sounding repetitive, I want the clothes. I want those. Give them to me. Give them to me. Especially, the little t-shirt crop top with the beautiful lines. I love all the people in the chat who are loving on these clothes as well. Loving on these designers. I love Happy to See You Fashion. Sophia, thank you for drawing attention to the environmental impacts of fashion and sharing your experimental work with the fabrics and colors through nature. I love that because that was so cool to see, especially the dyeing. I love bringing Venus back. Excellent work in the chat right now. Audience, you're doing great. But you're not the ones who are receiving scholarships, and you didn't make a bunch of clothes that I super want. So we're going to get back to those incredible artists. They say West Coast, best coast, but Cynthia, you are doing your state proud, and seriously about the crop top. Following this, we have Alicia Figoria and her collection, Kaleidoscope.
Hi, my name is Alicia Figueroa. I'm a fashion design student at City College of San Francisco. A little bit about myself. I was born in Guatemala, Central America. I grew up in Minnesota. From there, I moved to Louisiana, where I had a small women's clothing boutique. I decided to leave that behind to pursue my career in fashion here in the Bay Area. The collection that I'm actually presenting to you is the first collection I designed when I first started school. I chose to design 5 dresses for this collection. They are inspired by flowers and butterflies. I designed and painted my own textiles so that my vision for the collection could be possible. My dream is to be able to keep making my own textiles for all of my future designs. My current goal is to start my own fashion label where I also want to design all of the textiles for the brand. Thank you, and I hope that you enjoy this creative process with me.
Did you see the bustles though? Did you see the bustles and the colors? Oh my God. I think it's JV Turtle. Look at those hand painted fabrics. Beautiful textiles. Pillar 1001. Oh my gosh. Sean Harp, you are absolutely correct. All of these collections have so many, they're truly wearable. They're wearable, beautiful pieces of art. And Lindsay Z. Lindsay, oh my gosh, Kaleidoscope, it's entirely unique. It's this just beautiful, unique thing. I can live my dream of becoming an actual butterfly. I am floored. I am absolutely floored at the talent and creativity that we just saw, at all of the beautiful clothes that I want in my collection right now. I have never been more angry to not be watching the Home Shopping Network. Where is Joan Rivers to sell me these clothes? I will buy them with my money, that $1,200, all to these awesome people. Oh my God, they all deserve a huge round of applause. Thank you, Dana J. Floored also. Alicia is so cool. Trisha Fish. Oh my God. I want to thank you all so much. I want to give a huge round of applause to all of these designers. They created these gorgeous works of art. They created these videos for us. The BEMA students created these videos paired with them, all in this unprecedented time of difficulty. We got to see this. We got to experience this. We got to experience something really special because we got to hear these artists talk about their art and show us their process, in addition to the glorious and inspiring just works that we saw. We just have a little bit more show until we reach the end. But before we announce the recipients of the scholarships, I just want to remind everyone once again that the social media handles for all of our designers, for the fashion department, for BEMA, and for VM, the visual media program, down in the links below, down below this video. Check them out, follow all of them, and follow this channel, this Twitch channel, to see things in the future. Also, if you are able to donate, you can do so to the Foundation of City College of San Francisco. Everything that you donate during this stream is going to end up for the fashion department to continue doing wonderful things like this. Andrea Medina, yes, yay, BEMA. Oh my gosh. This was a really special thing. Can you imagine if you just went to like a fashion show and you got to see people walking? That's beautiful. But this is like so special. You get to interact. You get to talk. Thank you, Lindsay, for trying to donate. You'll be able to donate right after this, I'm sure. Yes, Zoe Bautista. I'm so sorry if I'm mispronouncing your names in this beautiful Twitch chat. But thank you for saying, yes, everyone's work is incredibly inspiring. And I'm inspired, and I'm going to be going to my closet and seeing what I can do with that. Because again, I can't just buy these beautiful works of art right now off my screen. BEMA, get on that, fashion department. That's what this money should go to creating a way for us to purchase. Okay. Emily, time is over. It's now the moment that you've all been waiting for. As mentioned previously, today we are announcing the recipients of 4 scholarships, 3 for design and 1 for fashion merchandising. Of the 7 videos we saw today, 5 of them applied for this scholarship, and while we'd love to give all of them this honor, we only had 3 slots. Joining us once again is the chair of the fashion department, Natalie Smith, to give a few words.
This year, we are celebrating 19 years of our students producing this annual fashion event. We could not have done this without the love and support of one very special woman, our guardian angel and benefactor, Annette Harris. For over 10 years, Annette has generously supported us with a significant annual donation and is responsible for the wonderful partnership that we have with Academy of Art University. We are deeply grateful to Annette and to Dr. Elisa Stevens and Reed Rocker for supporting us over 10 years with scholarships for our top fashion design and fashion merchandising students. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Natalie. We have reached the point where it is finally time to announce our scholarship recipients. First, we will be announcing the 3 design scholarships for our first recipient. Can I get a drum roll in the chat? I want to see you all typing drum, 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 drum. I'm not seeing drum, 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 drum. Without a drum roll, how are we supposed to announce? Yep, rat-tat-tat. Thank you, Jive Turtle. Thank you, Cami Smith. Thank you, Annette Julie. I will take your XOXOXO as drum. Thank you all. Trisha Fabulous, Zoe Batista, Misha Video, Girls Without Game. Friends, your first recipient is Laura Lampert and her collection, Ancient Aliens. Yay! Can I get a bunch of cheers in the chat? Can I get Laura? Yay! Girls with their guns. Oh my God. Pilar, everyone is cheering right now. How can I communicate this to all of you? I need you to feel the excitement. Yeah! Yay, Laura! Friends, for our second recipient, can I get another drum roll in the chat? I want to see drum roll for the second recipient of this amazing scholarship to Academy of Art University, who's going to be joining Laura for 2 years. Drum, burr, burr, burr. I see it. I see them. Jive Turtle. I see you, Emma Skies. I see you, Hey Suadu. I see you, IMC Griff. I see you, Runaway Birdie. Oh, well, you're cheering for Laura, who absolutely deserves it. I see the drums. Friends, your second recipient is Sophia Marie Polos and her collection, Martyrdom. On her way to change the fashion industry. I mean, oh my gosh. Can you imagine what's going to happen when she gets her hands on the production lines of our fashion? Oh my goodness. Friends, it's time for your third and final design scholarship. Can I get another drum roll in the chat? Drum, drum, drum. I see some drums. Real as Guire. I see a lot of congratulations for Sophia. But yeah, I mean, yes. Definitely yes for that. Panam pa rum pam pa. Heart bombastic. I see RG 415. I see you all drumming. Who's going to be your third and final design recipient? It is BB Yazd and her collection, The Orient. Yay! Oh my goodness. Everyone cheer right now. Give it up in the chat. I want to see hands waving. I want to see emojis of clapping. I want to see people typing clap, 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 clap. I want to see yay. I want to see the names of the people you're so excited for. BB Yaz, Sophia Maria Polos, and Laura Lampert. Oh my goodness, I'm so excited to see what happens when they complete their studies and during their studies, the amazing things they collect. You can find all of their social media in the links below the videos, as well as the rest of the designers. Friends, we just announced 3 scholarships, but we told you there is a 4th. The 4th and final scholarship to Academy of Art University in the category of fashion merchandising. Now, this is interesting because we didn't see the creation of this person portrayed in the same way as the fashion designers we saw today. But we are extremely pleased to announce the Fashion Merchandising Scholarship is going to someone who produced this very show that you're watching right now. Everything you saw from me, thanks to her. The winner of the scholarship will be awarded to Miley Dow. Yay, Miley! Everyone cheer. cheer for this awesome person in the chat. I see yay from Emily Trin Photo. I see Trisha Fish cheering for the FashionSphere 2020 production team. Let's get a cheer for the production team as well. While we're at it, let's cheer for the amazing team behind this. We have Carmen Marin, we have Woody Hendrickson, we have Misha, the professor behind this, we have Andrea Medina, we have Natalie Smith, of course. All of the fabulous editors of these videos. Can we give it up for the editors of these videos? I was floored also by how awesome those videos were. The incredible shots that they put together, all of the cool background graphics, how they structured everything. Are you kidding me? These looked, that's why I was like, wow. Like I would take this over like a runway show. Not to disparage runway shows, but I loved this. And thank you so much to BEST 141 and 148A. 148, I apologize. Thank you so much, because this was an incredible experience. And I'm so excited. And now Emily time is over once again. Back to Natalie Smith, the chair of the fashion department.
A big round of applause and congratulations to our 4 scholarship winners, Laura, Sophia, Bibi, and Miley. Bravo. It's been an incredible journey, and I want to thank our Dean, Jesse Lee, for his leadership, our amazing fashion department faculty for their dedication and hard work, our office manager, Trisha Felix, and our phenomenal students. And a very special thank you to our collaborators, Sheila McFarland, Misha Antonich, and Andrea Medina from the broadcast department. And from visual media design, John Seckman, Patricia Chaitrowski, Colin Hall, and student designer Andrea Robel, who created our fabulous FashionSphere logo. Lastly, I want to thank Peter McGrath and the CCSF Foundation for their ongoing support. Thank you for joining us for FashionSphere 2020. We hope that you enjoyed our broadcast. A huge shout out to our dynamic host, Emily Block. Thank you, Emily. Until next year, please take good care and be well in your fashion sphere. Bye-bye.
Thank you so much, Natalie, again, and a big congratulations to all of the recipients of these scholarships. Please, in the chat, give it up for all of our designers. I see you, Melly69. You are BB's best friend. Go, BB Yazd. This was incredible. Yes, Fumong, Nina, broadcasting department, for sure. Misha said 148 are the 2 students who scripted this whole show, who wrote all of the beautiful things that I'm saying. All of the beautiful things that came out of my mouth was them. Everything else you can put to me. I want to thank Woody Hendrickson for being a powerhouse of this entire process, walking me through it. Carmen Marin, who's here with me right now. You can't hear her, but I can, and she's incredible. Everything that I got right in this show, give that up for Woody and Carmen. Thank you so much, Misha, the professor behind this. Thank you so much. Oh, thank you so much, Dana J. You've been so sweet in these chats, just talking me up. Rag415, yes, good job, everyone. Zoe Bautista, I'm also proud. I had nothing to do with these designers and what they did, but I'm proud of them as if I did. Once again, if you are able to, please consider donating a gift to the Foundation of City College of San Francisco. All of the things that you donate, it'll be in the link below. Go to the fashion department for beautiful art like this. There's also a survey in the links below where you can provide feedback for what you saw for the fashion department, for the incredible, incredible work that you saw. Thank you so much, Trisha Fish. FashionSphere 2020 is absolutely unforgettable. I am going to be dreaming about these outfits. I really want that red coat dress from the Arizona Dandy one. Oh my God. I could just go on right now. I just want to name the article of clothing that I really want to just show up on my doorstep throughout this process. Like, I don't know, maybe because I did such a good job hosting, I can get some clothes, right? Am I right? Can I? Okay, it's okay if I can't. It's okay. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Trisha Fish, I want everything. Yes. Oh my God, a dandy on Venus, Dana J. That's what I want. I want a mashup. Oh. Lindsay V. Lindsay, take fashion classes. Everyone should, because you'll be able to create incredible things like these artists. Oh my goodness. And yes, my Logan, it was such incredible hard work that they did for all of us to enjoy today. You can see in the chat, Streamlabs posted the wonderful link to the survey. You can find all of the relevant social media links in the links below. You can follow all of the artists. You can follow all of these departments. Streamlabs just posted all of the links in the chat right now. Broadcasting department, Runway Purdy, you absolutely leveled up this experience. Absolutely incredible. I would love to invite you all to leave feedback. I would love to invite you all to put in the chat how much you love all these designers, how much you love the broadcasting department. Thank you all so much for this incredible experience, getting to host, getting to talk about these wonderful artists, the wonderful producers you all saw. My name is Emily Block, and this was FashionSphere 2020.